For this explainer, we're going to step into a kind of parable, a story that's told not just with words, but with music. It's a legend, really, about how after the end of all things, a new world wasn't just built, it was composed, note by note. So that brings us to the big question, right? After a cataclysm like Ragnarok, the prophesied end of the entire Norse world, how do you even begin to piece things back together? How do you tune a whole universe back into existence? Well, according to this story, the answer is through a symphony. A set of unique and powerful instruments, each one designed to govern a fundamental force of the new nine worlds.
Okay, so let's dive in. And where do you start when you're composing a cosmos? You start at the very top, in the heavens. To bring harmony back, the Light Elves knew they needed a way to capture the silent, beautiful music of the stars themselves. And this is how they did it, the Aether Harp. Now, the way this thing is built is just incredible. I want you to picture this. A frame carved from the wood of the World Tree, Yggdrasil itself, and then strung with literal spun starlight. These strings are so incredibly sensitive that they vibrate all on their own, moved by the gravitational pull of the new constellations. And so during the Feast of Loshofar, this harp just plays, producing these pure, healing melodies. It's basically a divine antenna, translating that silent cosmic harmony into a piece that everyone can actually hear. All right, so from those celestial highs, we've got to go down, way down, deep into the earth. Because for a new world to be stable, you need a grounding force, right? An anchor forged by the Black Elves right there in the planet's core. And here it is, the Dwarven pipe organ. Now, this is not an instrument for delicate little tunes. This thing is about pure, unadulterated authority. It's forged from these special resonant metals, and it's tuned to something called the scale of Magni. It channels the very breath of the earth into these super low-frequency drones, the kind you feel deep in your bones. Those sound waves are like a seismic stabilizer, literally reinforcing the structure of the new worlds. It's all about echoing the immense strength of Thor's sons. And here, when you see them side by side, it just clicks. You've got the Aether Harp up high, weaving peace with the high frequencies of the heavens. And then you have the pipe organ down low, reinforcing the very structure of reality with the low frequencies of the earth. It's this incredible balance, this harmony of total opposites, that creates a stable foundation for everything else. It's the first and most crucial step in composing stability out of total chaos. So, with that foundation firmly in place, what comes next? What about the music that actually sustains life? For any world to really thrive, you need a couple of key things. You need communication and you need growth. And this is where these two instruments come in, working together. First, you've got the crystalline flute. It's carved from this magical ice that never melts, and it makes these high, bird-like sounds that carry messages on the wind. It's like a network of wisdom as fast and nimble as Ratatoskr, the mythical squirrel. And at the same time, you have the solar lithophone. These are stone slabs that were tempered in the rays of the golden boar Gullinbursti, and they release harmonics that actually stimulate plant growth. It connects the mineral and the botanical worlds to make sure there's always abundance. We've covered space, right? From the stars all the way down to the soil. But what about the most profound element of all? What instrument could possibly govern time itself? This is the void drum. And its purpose is incredibly singular and very solemn. It provides the very heartbeat for the new cosmos. It is the pulse of the new age. And you can really feel the weight of this instrument's purpose here. First off, its origin, it's made from the skin of the world serpent, a relic of the chaotic past. Its sound is this deep, echoing thrum that serves as a constant, powerful reminder of the victory over that chaos. Its whole function is to be a temporal anchor. It's only played during the most sacred ceremonies to keep the rhythm of history steady and true, making sure all of life is synchronized with the immortal world tree. So here's the most important thing to take away from all this. The Aether Harp, the pipe organ, the flute, the lithophone, the void drum, these are not just pretty objects or works of art. They are functional, essential components of cosmic restoration. Each one plays a vital, interconnected role. They don't just make sound, they actively maintain the harmony, the stability, the growth, and even the timeline of this entire reborn world. The source material just says it perfectly. The music they produce is the voice of the new age, a symphony of survival and splendor. And that, right there, is the ultimate answer to our question. How do you compose a world's rebirth? Not with stone and law, but with harmony and with song. Which kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about, doesn't it? If these mythical instruments compose the song of their world, it really makes you wonder, if our own world has a symphony, what song does it play? And who, or what, are the instruments?